Hello, and welcome to tonight's stream. I hope you guys are all having a lovely evening. I apologize for getting started a little bit late. I was trying to do too many things at once again, so I got a little bit distracted when it was time to start stream, but got some exciting stuff that I'm working on. One, I'm working on fixing up my setup, and it's gonna be great. I mean, I don't know how obvious it is, but I finally fixed my lighting situation because there was one half of my face, this half, that was always like half shadow, and then this side, it was just way too light. And I also had this big like lighting pole right next to me that I constantly was hitting with coat guards, and the bottom of it got stuck on the wheels for my chair, and it was just not a fun time at all. But I used like a scissor arm thing that I used to use for my old microphone before I had this one. And so I took that scissor arm, I hooked it up next to my little hand cam, and then I put my light on that instead of the weird pull, and then now I can move it to a better angle, and I'm loving it. I love that the lighting on my face doesn't look super weird anymore. So I'm excited about that, and I can like move it a lot. Can even go behind me if I want to be spooky. But it's pretty great. I'm quite enjoying it. It is kind of bright for my eyes, but I'm sure I'll get used to that really soon. And then also in terms of lighting, you know how I have like only half of behind me is lit up because the rest of my little LED lights got ruined and almost lit on fire? Yeah, I've just been only having half of my setup lit up behind me for like a long time. But I finally ordered some new LED lights so I can get rid of these ones, and then it's gonna be enough that I should be able to cover all of my shelves, which I didn't even have enough to cover all my shelves previously. So I'm gonna have enough for all my shelves. I might also be able to hook some up to like around my desk or monitors or something. Either way, my setup is gonna look so much better. Other than it'll still have piles of cards all over it, but I'm excited about that. It's gonna be very refreshing. Now on to, I'm sure some of you guys have noticed, the title mentions a announcement in terms of Discord giveaways. So during giveaways on stream have been very inconvenient for quite a while, and I've been working on figuring out a way that's going to be more effective to do them and more efficient in making sure people are notified when they get prizes and making sure that the right person is getting the stuff. And so I'm moving all of my giveaway functions from just the chat on YouTube to my Discord server. So like I will still be announcing and will be doing the giveaways like at live time. But in order to enter, you're going to need to be in my Discord server. The link for my server is in the description, and you don't even have to like say or do anything in the server. There's the one channel that you'll be worried about is the giveaways channel. It's pretty easy to find as soon as you join. And essentially, all of the giveaways are going to be run through a bot in there so that it will be able to keep track of everybody entering. And if you win, you will be notified in Discord, so that if for whatever reason you have to like get off stream, you'll still be able to know if you won something. So we're gonna work on moving over to there. Any giveaways that we might do tonight will happen via Discord. I'm hoping that everything goes well because it's going to make it a lot easier for me to handle giveaways, because it is a lot of work to put them together just, you know, on YouTube. So that is kind of the new thing I'm moving towards with giveaways. I'm also working on improving my Discord server in a lot of other ways so that it can be more fun. There's more stuff going on. I'll try and be there more often. I'm just working on having a little bit more of a presence and making it more of a community place. Previously, it's been pretty quiet. Main function of it is like occasionally people like showing off cool cards they have, or like trying to sell cards, and I don't want it to just become like a marketplace, or like it's basically like the same thing as this one Pokemon Facebook group I'm in, and Then I'm like, this is a Discord server, not a Facebook group. So I'm working on making it more into a community server, so it should be pretty fun. And I am thinking about doing some Discord exclusive giveaways as well. So there'll be, you know, giveaways that we do on stream that you'll have to enter on Discord, but there will also be like some giveaways that might run for like a week, so, you know, not on stream. But yeah, we're going to be doing a lot more fun stuff in the Discord server, and I'm pretty excited for it. I used to be super duper active on Discord, so I'm gonna try and, you know, get back into it a little bit so that we can all vibe in my server some more. Welcome to everyone in the chat. What Japanese set is that? I've got Incandescent Arcana right now. It is part of what's going to be going into the next English set, Silver Tempest. This one, I'll show you the packs. It's centered around Alolan Vulpix. You got the Alolan Vulpix V and V Star. It's got Reshiram. The Reshiram full art looks so good. I love it. We've got Superior, and there's also like Delphox and Breaks and stuff going on in there. And most excitingly of all, it doesn't show it on here, but this set includes a full art Serena trainer, which I'm sure you can believe is a very expensive and very exciting card. So it's definitely a cool set. I very much enjoyed opening it so far. It's got a handful of really nice character cards in it too, so I'm pretty excited about opening that whenever we can. I've still got a couple boxes left of it, but I might need to try and restock soon. But I mean, I'm working on restocking the board in general. It's gotten a little bit empty, but I did add a couple things today. I wasn't able to do the big restock yet, but I did get Rebel Clash 2 packs. It's just 2 packs, but it's something. And I'm in the works of getting some Evolving Skies packs potentially. It won't be like a full box or anything, but I'm hoping to at least get a hold of a few packs. So I'm working on that. That is in progress. Then of course we got Ghost from the Past. I'm also going to be getting some more Starbirth, which is the Japanese set that features the Arceus and Charizard alt arts and V-Stars. So that will be very, very exciting to get more of. I think I'll either have it tomorrow or Saturday. And then I'm looking into trying to get like some Steam Siege or Crimson Invasion, because for whatever reason, those are like the Sun and Moon and X and Y set that I have slightly easier time getting a hold of. So that's something. Also, I'm trying to get some of the new Yu-Gi-Oh tins, but for whatever reason, they are just hard to find. Like, we sold out of them at work in like 2 days. Like, they just poof, gone. And I don't think we're getting any more, so I'm just like, alright, well, time to hunt for these. So I'm gonna work on trying to get some of those. They're pretty cool. I mean, there's a lot of really nice stuff in the set. So I will work on getting a hold of a few more of those. Anyways, let me take a quick second to check orders real quick. And accidentally scratched my camera. Not my camera, my microphone. Also, fun news. I helped film the episode of my Commander Friends podcast today. I don't know for sure when it will be releasing, but they did agree to keep it all family friendly, and they didn't swear at all, and I'm so proud of them, so that I can advertise it, and I'll be posting links to it probably on Discord, and I'm working on getting a link tree set up so that I can stick that like in my Instagram bio and stuff. So there might be a way to get to it via Instagram too, but I'll probably post like something about it on my like YouTube community board or whatever as well, so you guys can have a chance to watch me and a few of my friends talk about a whole bunch of random Magic stuff. So any of my Magic players, or people that are just interested in Magic, or people that just like watching me talk, which I don't know, I would assume at least some of you guys enjoy listening to me talk. I like to think I have a lot of interesting things to say. And so yeah, I'm excited about that. I'm guessing it'll probably release like next week. They've got to, you know, edit it and stuff, but I'm excited. I'm excited to get to do some type of collaboration. For a really long time, I've kind of stayed away from doing collaborations just because of past issues with stuff. But this is very, very convenient collaboration to do because I know the people, and it's just super duper easy. They are being very professional about it, so even though we're also just like messing around and making fun of weird cards and stuff, but it's good times. I'm looking forward to seeing the final product, and yeah, it's pretty exciting. I also found out today that I need a new headset or earphones or something, because like I was trying to use like some of like the little Apple earphones because they were the only thing I could find. One, because I lost my headset. I don't actually know where it is right now. And two, I just don't even like using my headset because it gives me a headache. So I was just using those while we were recording so that I, could hear them, but there wasn't like, any echo or whatever. But they didn't stay in very well, and it's very awkward because I had to plug it in to my computer and like it barely was long enough. I'm like, maybe I need to get a hold of something a little bit more effective, or just suffer and use my headset and get a headache. I don't know. I'll figure something out. Maybe I'll find some cool like earpiece that will, I don't know, Bluetooth? Can my computer use Bluetooth? Probably not. I don't know, but I'll figure something out. I rarely ever use headphones just because my phone doesn't have a port for them. And I lost the thing that like converted the charging port into a headphone port. So I can't use that anymore. I should really try to find it, but I just do not know where it has ended up. But maybe one day I will figure out where it is. Maybe. It's probably somewhere really weird. Or I accidentally like gave it away. Who knows? I will just hope that one day it shows back up. But, fun times. But that's kind of part of the improvements I'm working on making. There's just so many just small things that are very inconvenient that I've just been dealing with as a part of my setup for like months, if not over a year. So we're gonna try to make streaming even more convenient and even more fancy, because we like fancy, high quality stuff. My ultimate goal is to get like a really high quality camera for both my face cam and my hand cam, because they're pretty decent, but there is a lot of room for improvement. And of course, I need to do something about this. How shaky my desk is, because like I love my desk. It is a fantastically sized and shaped desk, but it is very wobbly. Like, it is so easy to just make it wobble like that. Like, I don't know if things are just loose. Like, do I need to retighten everything? Or is it just not that stable? I think it's just not that stable. And I'm sure it doesn't help that I have carpet floors. So, like, it's not, like, just on flat ground. It's on the carpet. Maybe I need to get hardwood floors. My parents redid the whole upstairs of our house, but I live in the basement and we just have carpet down here still. So, except I really like having carpet, because then I can just randomly sit on the floor to do stuff. Because, I don't know, sometimes I randomly sit on the floor, even though it hurts my back, and and I always just sit there like, man, I really want to, like, not sit on the floor to do this. And then I look at my desk and it's just covered in stuff, and I'm like, well, there's no room on my desk. So maybe I need to work on fixing my desk. There's also just this weird gap. It's like a foot between my wall and where I actually have my desk, and it's just like this chasm that I accidentally drop cards down all the time. There's just this just pile of cards on the floor in the chasm that like I clean up like every couple weeks. It's not good. So I'm thinking about trying to find some kind of like shelf or storage thing there, or possibly even moving this desk over a little bit, because maybe if it's against the wall, it won't be as wobbly. I feel like that's pretty reasonable, but then it might like run into my windowsill, which would be weird. I don't know. But I'm gonna be trying to work on some cool stuff to improve my setup and make it more usable, and hopefully all will go well. I'm excited. I should be things will slowly be getting cooler and nicer and more smoothly running, which I very much enjoy. And I'm trying to get rid of tripping hazards, because there are a lot of tripping hazards in my room. But by moving the stand that used to hold my light thing, it's amazing, because now I can move my chair this way and it doesn't just run into something. So it's great. I mean, that's why I'm always like on this side of my camera, because over here I just run into things. But now I can sit right in the middle of my camera if I want, except that feels weird, so I also kind of need to be on this side, because that's where my keyboard and my microphone are, which are generally somewhat important things. So I like being close to those, because my keyboard is already like, you can see my arm, if it's fully extended, this is how far it gets on my keyboard. So I definitely don't need to be farther away from the keyboard. But I've got so many ideas. I just need to actually have time to work on them. Because today, while I was working on fixing up stuff with my setup, I was supposed to be finding a list of cards for a friend, and possibly some cards for a deck for myself. And I also needed to finish a bunch of shipping, but I guess I'm going to be doing that after stream instead. So for those of you that are waiting for tracking numbers, I apologize. I will. Everything's ready. I just have to like actually print out the shipping labels. So, and I guess also put them into the bubble mailers and stuff. But it's almost done and ready to go. But just a little bit more work to do first. So yeah, I've got those things to do. I need to finish my sorting job for Hilltop. That is pretty important, but I feel like overall, for a day off from working at the game store, I've accomplished a decent variety of stuff. I just haven't entirely finished most of the things that I've been working on. But any progress is progress, and I'm working on things. Plus, I also did a small restock. We at least got Ghost from the Past, which is always a fun thing to have. So that is just chillin'. Move this random thing of top loaders. It looks funny on there. But yeah, so we just vibing and being somewhat productive. I still have a lot of my magic cards I need to put away too, though. So maybe I'll work on that. But I kind of am now too excited about cleaning up and rearranging my setup. As a kid, I would rearrange my furniture in my bedroom every couple months. That's just something that's fun and exciting to me, randomly moving stuff around and playing with different room setups and stuff. I also went through this interior design / floor planning phase, and that was fun times. But my room, since I moved from my old bedroom to this one, almost nothing has moved. The main thing that changed is that the stuff behind me fell apart and then just got replaced by new shelves. And I think everything else has been either in the same place or almost the same place for the whole time. Because it's just been dominated by my YouTube setup. I guess when I first moved to this room, it was before I started streaming, but it's hard to remember exactly when, but at some point, But yeah, I kind of want to move things around now and fix things that have just been very inconvenient for the last year and a half that I've just accepted, because I'm I don't have to just suffer. I can fix things. I can move furniture around. I'm just afraid to move furniture around because all of my furniture is covered in thousands of dollars of cardboard. And there's also no room. But I think if my plans go the way I want them to, hopefully there will also be some more space. By deleting the weird chasm between my desk and the wall, I will have I think I'd say it's about 2 to 3 square feet worth of space that's just vibing there, And that's gonna be a lot more useful, not just as some random hole between my desk and the wall. I've got some stuff I have to move out of the way though, but I'm very hopeful about it. officially getting into Magic. Yes. I highly recommend getting into Magic if you like strategy and really cool backstories and stuff. I love anything that I hear about like backstories for Magic characters. I find it so interesting how they really like there is a story behind the cards and the names and the places, and I love it. I love worlds that can just be fully immersive, but also that you don't have to understand all the lore to still enjoy the game. And you know, some of the cards are really, really nice, and definitely some that are pretty valuable. I was just announced the next Magic set will have serialized cards. Are numbered 1 out of 10 to the moon. I'm a little bit confused what you mean there, but Magic is always coming up with new and interesting ways to do things. They've definitely made some big changes to certain aspects of how they like do packs and whatnot, but you know, it's fun times. The set coming out in about a week, the Infinity set, is going to be very chaotic, but I love that they added cards that are legal for Eternal formats, which is not something they've ever done with their unsets before. Previously, they've only been legal in the un version of Magic. And so now they're going to be a bunch of cards that I can play in Commander. Plus, it's going to have some really, really stunning looking lands. And I am incredibly excited for that. And then, you know, on the same day, I will also be able to get the new Warhammer decks, which I think they're printing some pretty cool stuff for them. And I mean, they're all Commander decks, so centered around just what I like to do, play Commanders. So there's some cards that I think are going to be just absolutely wild cards that are going to be very applicable to any deck, but unfortunately that we're not like getting a ton of them at work, so I can only hope that I'll be able to get one of each deck. There are only 4 decks, but for some reason we're also getting a bunch of the like premium versions of the decks, but those cost like $150 to $200 more than the regular decks, which is per deck, not just total, per deck. It's crazy, and I'm like, I don't need those ones. I just want one of each of the regular ones. It was rough. Only a certain amount of cards. Think MetaZero Sports. They're going to be numbered and limited. I mean, like on this Magic card. See if it'll focus. It doesn't want to focus. Come on, just focus on the corner. I'm trying to look at the bottom corner, but it does not want you guys to see it. How far or close does it need to be? Oh, it's almost focusing. Fine. I will just have to look at a card on TCG Player. Be that way. Camera. Let's see. Okay. Random Magic card. Let's pull up Walking Ballista. Yes. And then we'll zoom in really, really close. And let me pull up my screen capture. So, on this card, down here, I guess that's still probably kind of blurry. I wanted to zoom in more, but I guess it won't. Oh. Is that O? No. Okay, but it's like, it says 181 out of 184. And so, like, is it still gonna be like that? Or usually sell for crazy money. Imagine a Charizard numbered 1 out of 10. That, oh, okay, I think I understand maybe what you mean now. So, like, besides their, like, regular set number, there are going to be certain cards with a limited amount of printings, and it'll tell you, like, what out of the 10 or 20 or however many they printed of that card, that the one you pulled is? Is that maybe it? Cause I mean that's one way to go about making really spicy cards for the set. Magic has really been trying to up their game on like collectability with cards, so I mean, yeah, they could do that, or they could just do like some really even more weird. I feel like the problem is Magic is just doing like 50 different types of foiling. Like they just keep changing it and then trying new ones, and then it's like it's just every set is so different. It's kind of fun that there's a variety, but at the same time, it's just very inconsistent. Hey, welcome, Broly. I took a picture earlier that I think you will like. This was earlier today. I lost 2 fingers on each hand, so I thought you would appreciate that. I was down to 6 nails, but then I fixed them. Now all my nails are purple, but 1, because the other pinky fell off. So yeah, they're almost all purple now, but I'm out of purple nails, so I'm gonna, after these ones fall off, they're gonna be blue, unless my new nails that I ordered arrive, so that I can use those instead. They're gonna be really cute. I think the ones I ordered have like little like bows and stuff on them. Either way, they're super cute, and I'm very excited for them to come. Playing card that only printed 10. Yeah, I mean, that would definitely be pretty crazy. There would not be a lot of them out there. Let's see. I'm gonna check orders real quick. I don't know that we've got any yet for tonight. see, I knew you'd like how many of my nails fell off. You want to know what's really crazy? Is sometimes, every now and then, all of them fall off, and there's just none left. Every once in a while. Of course, sometimes in that case it's because like I clipped and like pulled a few of them off because there was only a couple left. So like, you know, if you're one of the 10 cells, so I Medizu 3rd chase cards. Okay, that makes sense. I mean, like, I know there's like, I think, is that how they do the secret rares in Medizu? Because I was a little confused previously with their secret rares, but I knew they're like very exclusive, and same things with like the chase cards from the like box topper packs, which once again, can I just say how absurdly disappointed I am that they did not put box toppers in the most recent set. Like, why did they just like not have box toppers for UFO? Like, what reason was there not to? I don't know, but that made me really sad that they didn't have box toppers. So very sad times for me. I love box toppers. Only some Magic sets have box toppers though, so I guess, like, you know, I guess it's something. Like, Dominaria United have box toppers. They're pretty mid though. Don't love what they did with the box toppers for Dominaria United, but some of them are like really cool. Like, for example, the Ikoria box toppers feature like a Godzilla art of one of the cards in the set, and so they're like really unique and really cool, and I love the difference in the variety. But with Dominaria United, they just took some of the like uncommons and like a few of the rares and mythics from the Commander subset and just like printed them in this really dull looking foil, and you just get 1 per pack. But the problem is you can also pull those same cards in usually better rarities from like the collector booster packs, and I think there are some that you can pull from the set packs too. So like, it wasn't a very exciting box topper. I don't even think I opened the one from the last box that I opened. Speaking of opening boxes, I really wanted to order a box, and so I did. I ordered a box that I haven't opened in a very long time. I ordered a Commander Legends, like the original Commander Legends box, and I'm so excited for it. I've only opened a couple boxes of Commander Legends, but it is such an amazing set, and there are so many cards that are just so playable, and I mean, they're all for Commander, which is the only format I've ever had the chance to play, other than I guess when I learned how to play on the online game using like Modern. I do also have a Modern deck, but I can't find anybody to play Modern with, so... But either way, lots of really, really good Commander cards that would be so nice to have, especially a Jeweled Lotus. I really want a Jeweled Lotus. The Vampiric Tutor would be nice too. I've finally come to realize the value of like being able to pay life to do things in Magic. And so now I'm like, I used to just avoid all cards that you had to pay life for. I'm like, why would you do that? Why would you do that with your precious life? But now I'm like, you know, if I take more advantage of things that can gain me extra life, it's totally chill to use like a couple life in order to use special cards or abilities that are ultimately going to make it so that I can win the game faster anyways, so I don't need my life to last as long. So I would also very much like a Vampiric Tutor. And I need the, like, is it Scroll Rack or something like that? I don't know, but there's a couple other cards in there that I really would like that I have not pulled before. And there's a few, like, cards that exclusively come in foil etched form in the set, and a couple of them are cards that I would really like to have to use for a couple of my decks, so I would really like if I pulled one of those. How was your 5th job hunting? Fortunately, I didn't have like a ton of time to hunt for a 5th job. I usually it's not always, I guess, necessarily looking for it. It's just waiting for one to fall in my lap, you know? Because if just by existing and just vibing, randomly jobs will just fall in my lap. That's how I've gotten a lot of jobs. I've just been absolutely vibing, just living my life, and then suddenly it's like, would you like this job? Okay, yeah, sure, thanks. Like, you know, it just happens. I don't have to seek it out. It just poof, job, just like that. I mean, there's definitely things in my life that I can recognize that have a potential to turn into a new job being just like handed to me. So there's definitely possibilities for future. I mean, I told my commander friends that they could pay me hourly to build decks for them, and they were like, we might have to seriously consider that. I was just like, yeah, you should. So I guess there's some potential there that could eventually be something. People could pay me to build decks for them. That would honestly be so fun. Like, I just getting paid to build Magic decks. I spend hours building decks for free most of the time, so if I can get paid to build them, like, I'm down. Like, they could just, like, list out the ideal cards that they want from it and the price that they're willing to pay. I can get they can, like, give me the cards that they know that they have. And then for everything else, I get to hunt for and buy for them, or take from my own collection to sell them, all the rest of the cards that they need. And then they'll pay me for the hours that it took to find everything, and then for all of the cards that they didn't previously own, and then I'll even, like, sleeve up the deck for them, and wouldn't that be so fun? Because I love just buying tons of cards, and so if I got to just buy a bunch of cards for other people, and it wasn't like a financial burden on me, because they already, you know, agreed to pay for the cards at the certain prices, that would be so fun. I would love to do that. Like, it'd be good times. And it's good seeing you, positive Pokemon players. Hope you have a great night, and thank you. I'm sure we'll have a very fun stream for sure. No more jobs on my lap, I want money. You know, that is very fair. I do appreciate getting money, but for me, I am also just very much a workaholic. Like, I need to have stuff to do. I need to be able to feel like I'm being productive. I just have that immense need to have work to do. So I want jobs, and the money is just also a bonus. Also, you know, kind of like one of the main reasons most people want jobs is to get money, and ultimately, if I can get enough money from all my jobs, one day I'll buy a house with just straight up cash. No loans, no mortgage, none of that. Just straight up be like, here is cash, I'm gonna buy this house, and they'll just be like, okay, and life will be great. I'll have a house. I'll still have to pay property tax though. Taxes make me sad. They do. But at least I won't have to pay interest on a loan. So that's something, right? I feel like that is a positive thing there. But yeah, that is my goal, my current goal that I'm working towards. I've got a bunch of other little goals along the way, like buying a second sword on my birthday next month. Well, I guess it's still September. Yeah. We've got 24 hours left of September, though. Or at least, or I have 23 and a half hours left of September. So, in my birthday, that'll be the month after the month that it is in 23 and a half hours. Unnecessarily complicated way to say that, but yeah, my that is one of my current goals. Another goal I currently have is to finish, like, revamping my wardrobe, because most of my clothes I'm very bored of, so I want to get clothes that I like more. So I've been using some of the extra money from my fourth job to do that. Because see, my job at the game store, that's my money for savings. My money from like TCG Player and stuff, that's my money to buy cards. And then my money from my fourth job for Hilltop, it's like half and half. Half of it is also just for savings, and then the other half is for actually buying stuff for myself, because I almost never buy anything for myself besides cards. Like, it is just cards. I just don't generally spend money on myself. But now I'm like, you know what? I have 4 jobs. I can buy, like, other normal things for myself. It doesn't just have to be cards. I can buy clothes for myself. You better believe I still buy the cheapest clothes I am physically capable of finding. Or, I mean, I guess I shop online. I find really cheap stores online. Or, one of my friends invited me to go thrifting, and I was just like, yes, I want to go thrifting! So they better actually take me thrifting sometime, because I now expect that, and I want to do that very badly, because I love, like, thrift shopping, or, like, going to, like, discount stores where it's just, like, the most random leftover clothes, and it's just such a random collection, and I love that. A lot of my favorite clothes I've gotten from places like Ross, or just, like, free clothes. I have a lot of stuff that I've just gotten from big piles of free clothes that I've just, like, become staples in my wardrobe. So I'm really excited about the idea of going thrifting, but for now I mostly just buy stuff off of really cheap online stores. Which, you know, I actually do know how to sew, and I have sewn clothes for myself before. I just unfortunately do not have the time to sew that much clothing for myself. But a little while back I actually made a short about making a shirt, and then I have 2 shirts that I've made that I can actually wear. One of them is more of like I don't know, it was a practice run for the style that I wanted to make, like, an actual shirt to, like, wear regularly. And so it was just out of, like, some scrap fabric that I don't love, and it doesn't fit my style a ton. But I do think that I have a couple outfits that I might want to try using it as, like, a layer with. So I've got that, and then I also made this really cute, like, it kind of is like this patchwork design fabric, and it's just like a little, like, tank top to layer over the top of, like, a long sleeve shirt, and it's really cute, and I've worn it a few times, but I accidentally ripped one of the sleeves, like, 5 or 6 months ago, and just never have had time to fix it. Like, it's gonna take me 15 minutes to pull out my sewing machine, make room for it on my desk, turn it on, thread it, and sew the like, singular seam that I need to fix it. but I just haven't done it because I mean, honestly, it might take more than 15 minutes just to clean enough space off on my craft desk to get my machine out. But like, it's I really should do that. I was actually thinking about that shirt today. It's like, man, it's just been sitting in my craft room for like months, and it's so cute. It's so pretty. It's like this, like, it's got like a base color of beige with like these really soft, like pretty yellowish orange and navy blue like designs on it. I'm wondering if I have a picture of it, but like I don't actually remember when I made it, so I'm not sure like where in my camera reel I would find it, but like it's so cute. Come on, where would it be? That is the question. Like, seriously, it's so pretty. Maybe I'll just have to fix it so I can show you guys on stream again. Or I've kind of been considering I would need to find a place to take the pictures, but I want to start doing like an occasional like outfit of the day type thing, or like outfit of the week or something like that, because I'm getting so many like new like pieces of clothing to make a really cool like style with and stuff, and I'm like really feeling like my current like aesthetic is really like me. Like I don't know, I really love it, and I'm really enjoying kind of creating an aesthetic that feels genuine to me, that feels unique, that like I can really enjoy like that. And so I would love to share a lot of the stuff, and of course, you know, shout out like some of the creators and stuff like on Instagram that helped like inspire me and kind of like gave resources for places to get the kind of clothes that I really like. So I definitely want to do some stuff with that if I can just find somewhere good to take pictures. Cause see, my problem is it'd be really easy to take pictures like in my backyard during the day because I have a pretty backyard. The problem is I am very much a creature of the night, and it's dark at night, and pictures do not turn out well in the dark. So it's yeah, it's complicated, and I don't know. I might try to like set up a little like corner of my room that I could take pictures in, but I don't know how to create the space for that. But I've got some fun ideas, and hopefully a way to like make more content. I found a picture of the one like test run outfit that I did, or I mean, I guess it's just a tank top, as you can see. It's just pretty simple for layers, but yeah, it was fun. But now I just have to try to see if for some reason I might just not have any pictures of the other one, which was way cuter. So I don't know why. Maybe actually a while back we had a family reunion, and for it we each had to like make little introductory videos, and part of mine was about like including that shirt. So if I could just find that short video, I'm sure it would have, I'm sure I could pause it on the little part where you can see the shirt. I just gotta figure out how to find it in Google Photos, because it's just buried very deep in my archive of stuff in Google Photos, because I have way too much stuff in Google Photos. Let's see, a bunch of nail stuff, random videos of my dogs, cards, other super random things. Oh, now it's way too far back. It's gotta be in here somewhere, though. No. I need to find like a minute-long video, but it's just a matter of where would it be? You know, maybe I should just ask my dad for it. He's the one that compiled all the videos. I'll be like, Dad, I need my video from the family reunion so that I can show people the shirt I made. But like, yeah, I'm pretty proud of myself with it. Like, it's the one thing that the one article of clothing I've ever made that has just been for daily wear and that I actually legitimately love and feel fits my style. Like it's really cool. I'm I'm super proud of like the details on it, because it's, you know, it's got just like the cami straps, and I'm really proud of how neat all the seams look. And then the back is what I'm the most proud of, because I made it like a lace up, like almost similar to like a corset style laced up back, and then you like, you know, tie it in like a bow, and it's like, it's so cool, and it's one of the more like technical type things that I've done with sewing that's actually turned out so well. And so I am extremely proud of it. Let's see, what have we got going on in the chat? My petty was sending a clip of the alt-art snipe. I find that an entirely respectable thing to do. You just gotta embrace the spice. Let's see, what card? What, we're talking about cards? I don't know. Did I bring up a card? I do not know for sure. Anyways. But yeah, I'm gonna check orders real quick before I get distracted talking about more things that I'm excited about. If you guys can't tell, I'm just in an excited mood. It's one of those days where I've got so many ideas and so much ambition and so much motivation. And see, my motivation is very, very inconsistent and very, very inconvenient. But today it hit on a day that I didn't have to go to work. So it's like, today I can use it. And also, like, it's just that, like, that good push of motivation that, like, I feel, like, ready to, like, accomplish a bunch of things and, like, make changes and, like, work towards things that I've wanted to do for a really long time. It's like that motivation that I get, like, only 3 or 4 times a year. That just, like, pure motivation where it's like, I'm going to accomplish so much. And so now I just have to go about, like, actually doing it. No, James has not been on the stream today, but I am working out the details with the Aerodactyl giveaway, so you guys don't need to worry too much about it. I will get things taken care of and figured out there. But I can keep you guys updated on that, but I don't want people to obsess over it, because I know it's a big deal. It's a really spicy and exciting card, but I don't want a lot of people to just like get their hopes up and expect me to like re-give it away soon, because I'm working on getting in contact with the winner and figuring things out, and I don't want everybody to like expect a big giveaway for it, because it's probably not going to happen. Like, so I just don't want us to like focus and dwell on that too much. But everything will get figured out. It's just patience, you know? I know expectations, because I don't want everybody to be really, really sad when I'm like, oh, there's no Aerodactyl giveaway. If he doesn't claim it, would I take 140 for it? I am just not going to make any set in stone decisions for what happens if he doesn't claim it yet. I am just going to wait until we've actually reached that point in time. So we're just gonna put it on hold, sit it on the back burner. When the time comes, if it comes, I will discuss what to do in the future then. But I don't want to just like assume or get people's hopes up of stuff. So for now we're just gonna move on, you know? But definitely exciting stuff. I'm pretty man, last night was so much fun. Like pulling 2 alt-arts in the same night from 2 sets that are like very well known for being super hard to pull alt-arts out of. Like that was so much fun. I can't wait to brag to everyone at work tomorrow. Be like, guess what? I gotta pull alt-arts for 2 different people on Wednesday night, and only like a few of them will understand how cool it is. But I mean, at least a handful of them will. And I will make sure that they get to know. And I'll be like, I'll tell them, you better let me open your packs of if you get any more, because I'm apparently really good at pulling alt arts right now. We're, you know, on a streak. We should pull another alt art tonight. Let's open a whole bunch of packs and get an alt art, because pulling alt arts is very, very fun. It's great. I mean, pulling any kind of spicy card is fun. We also pulled a lot of like really exciting full arts and stuff yesterday. Like, I was so stoked to pull another lady full art. I know I've pulled like 4 or 5 of those for people, but like every time it's such a pretty card, and it's just I think it's great. It's a fun and it's a popular card, and it's one of those cards that like you're excited to see, because it's, I don't know, it's just a classic. And every time I pull one, I get so excited. First ever alt art. Yes. And that makes it even better. That makes it even better. That it's like, you know, an exciting first alt art. And I remember it was a little over a year ago when they started doing alt arts again. And it was such an exciting thing for me, because like, yes, I have opened a little bit of some of, like, the Sun and Moon sets with alt arts in them, but I have very, 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 not that many memories of it. It was over 2 years ago at this point that, like, I really opened those much for myself. So, like, getting that chance to open a lot of packs to try and chase those alt arts starting last year has just been so very exciting. Yes, trainer gallery is so much fun. That is another thing that I absolutely love that they've been doing, because I mean, Cosmic Eclipse has been one of my favorite Pokemon sets from the beginning, and I loved that it had the character cards in it. That was such a big thing for me, in addition to the tag teams, which is another favorite like type of mechanic of mine. Tag teams are just amazing. I mean, I know I'm not the only one that just absolutely adores that. So like, it's fun. It's good times, though it does also make me want to open more of those Sun and Moon sets, but they're so hard to get a hold of. But I was gonna contact my vintage guy today, and then I forgot. But I'm gonna see if he possibly has some packs that, like, he's been hiding that he might be willing to sell. Or I might actually be able to get some evolutions from him, which would also be pretty exciting, because it has been a hot second since we've had any evolutions on stream. Definitely not an easy pack to get a hold of, but I just gotta actually remember to message him. And then it's always rough, because we live very far apart and have very different schedules, so meeting up is super complicated, and it usually takes like a week to plan, and then there's like the 50% chance that one of us has something come up at like whatever time we plan. So it's really difficult, but like I would love to try and get some evolutions in the next couple weeks. You bought the Moonbreon. Am I excited to taste it? That is a difficult question to give an answer to. I'm excited to see it. I'm excited to make content with it. I just don't know if I don't know how I feel about the part where I will in fact be consuming the card. But like, it's like I'm excited for the event, but not the reality of eating it. I'm not gonna lie, I am a little bit intrigued though as to what a card with like the texture tastes like compared to a regular card, because I think it's gonna be different, and I'm just wondering if it's gonna be different in a way that makes it significantly worse, or if it's gonna be like a neutral difference, or if it's gonna be like a difference that makes it slightly less bad, you know? I guess I am. Blazer and I have made a deal of sorts that, to sum it up quickly, includes me eating very expensive Pokemon cards. So, it's gonna be interesting. I showed my son the clip of the poll this morning. This yellow, we got it all done! I love it. Though I'm sure it didn't wake up quite as many neighbors as when you whereas when you yelled out with excitement about it. Man, that's great. I think it's so fun to like have family or close friends that like you can enjoy your cards with and that like understand the excitement and stuff. That's so very, very fun. Like, fully eat it. Yeah, I will be eating half of it. I will be like completely chewing, swallowing, and digesting it. The other half is gonna go in the community binder so that I can have evidence that I ate the other half of it. Because why in the world else would anybody just have half of a Umbreon? You know, that's actually an interesting thought. Will I become like will this be like the are there any other people that just have half of a Umbreon? That is my question. My really weird question. You know, maybe what if is there somebody that has ripped in half Umbreon alt art Moonbreon? Help me, Google. Let me know if there's been one that's been ripped. There's half of one somewhere. So far I'm not seeing anything pop up. Nobody's quite as crazy, I guess. Ripped it. I just want to know. There's a video about investing, a video about pooling one, a video explaining why it's good, a video about pooling it, another video about pooling it, another video about pooling it, a video about trying to pull it. I don't see anything about half of a Moonbreon existing out there. So weird things that you can brag about to friends. Being in possession, being like the only person in possession of just half of an extremely expensive Pokemon card. It's one of those very much like weird flex but okay moments, you know? I'll walk up to people I meet and be like, hey, I have half of a Moonbreon in a binder at home. And they'll just be like, excuse me, what? Half of a Moonbreon? What do you mean half of a Moonbreon? I'll be like, I ate the other half. And then they're probably going to look at me like I'm mentally unstable and like probably need to like be in the hospital. And I'll just be like, I know, it's so bad. And they'll just be like unsure how to respond, and it's gonna be something else. It's gonna places like, actually, the reason I'm interested in Aerodactyl is I want you to eat that one too. This is just gonna become a series on my channel. Zell eats all the most expensive cards. We're gonna have a whole gallery of half of cards. I'm gonna have to open a museum, and it's just gonna be a museum full of all the halves of cards that I've eaten the other half of. And it's gonna be the weirdest museum that anyone has ever seen, and nobody's gonna know how to feel about it, myself included. So like, I ate the other. Like I can just imagine the conversation. Like, you know, sometimes when I talk to customers at work, like, we'll discuss like certain cards and stuff, or like mention things, and I usually I don't know that I've ever brought up eating cards before, but like I've never eaten anything that's like particularly noteworthy or something that comes up in conversation a lot. But like, if I eat a Moonbreon, Moonbryons come up in conversations constantly at work. I don't think there's been a week in a long time where I haven't at least talked about the Umbreon, like at least once or twice with customers. Sometimes I will talk about the Moonbreon with like multiple customers a day. And talking about the Moonbreon that much, how do you not just bring up the fact that you've eaten half of one? Like, I feel like that's just something that there's just gonna be this burning desire to like get off my chest constantly, and I'll be like, yeah, one time I ate half of a Moonbreon, and like, I don't know what kind of response I'm gonna get from that, but I feel like my manager's gonna be like, hey, can you stop telling people about eating the Moonbreon? I think you're upsetting the customers. Like, that's probably what will happen. I'll just tell my coworkers and friends. I'll have to fight with myself throughout the day not to mention that I've eaten half of a Moonbreon. And that's just gonna be my life after that. It's just gonna be me fighting with myself over the fact that I need to not tell everybody that I've eaten half of a Moonbreon. And that'll be my life. It'll be my life from that point forward. Half a Moonbreon is just 100 times more than we've pulled. Half of a Moonbreon is in fact significantly more than 0 Moonbreons. Than none. Tiffany, I'm looking at my Moonbreon and want to cry just thinking of that is a valid response. That is a valid, I validate your feelings there. Very. You guys, I'm gonna become one with the Moonbreon. It is going to become any ounce of something that my body thinks is useful contained within a Moonbreon will become one with me. I can tell people that I am Moonbreon. And then I'll definitely be sent to the psych ward. But it won't necessarily be incorrect. Because there's a chance that whatever atoms are in the Moonbreon, that they might like get permanently deposited within me. That's a really weird thing to think about. But like, I don't know, in a way it's kind of cool. In a terrible way, it's kind of cool. I think, at least. How much evolving? Who are you asking me, or? I think not me. I don't know. I'm like reading half the messages in the chat, and then half of the time I'm just like staring off into space and pondering my existence, so I keep missing things in the chat. You know? 15 boxes of evolving skies. That's pretty solid numbers. It went from 0 to quantum mechanics real quick. See, I have gone through 2 whole years of biology in school, one of which was at a college level, so I know a lot about biology, and so that includes the knowledge of the fact that if I eat a Moonbreon, there's a chance that the atoms contained within that Moonbreon will be deposited within the atoms that make up me, and that could just vibe there. You know? How can I not think about that just a little bit? Just you know. I want many alts. Alt arts are really fun. I definitely enjoy having alt arts, but I've never considered until now not just having an alt art, but being one with it. Does that mean that my value is going to go up like a few $100s because I eat half of a really expensive card? Or if it's only half of the card, does that mean it loses its value? I feel like there's somebody out there that'd still pay at least a bit of money for half of a Moonbreon, you know? I don't know anybody crazy enough to sell half a Moonbreon. Like, you know, half the Moonbryon after I eat it, it's just going to become property of the community binder, which is its own entity. I always tell people, the community binder, I don't own the cards in there. Those cards are owned to the entity that is my YouTube channel. And if my YouTube channel one day somehow ceases to exist, then I don't know, maybe the binder will just cease to exist too. I'm honestly not sure how that's gonna go, but the other half of the Moonbryon will just become property of the channel. And so nobody will ever, you know, obtain that half of the Moonbryon. I mean, unless they like rob the channel, I guess. But why of all things, if somebody broke into my house to steal something, why of all things would they choose half of a Moonbryon? So I think chances are it'll just vibe in that binder forever. Until one day, many years after the Earth has, you know, exploded because it got too close to or because the sun exploded, and so the Earth exploded, and the little atoms that made up the Moonbryon in that binder are just floating in space until one day they like jump into a black hole and travel to some other world where humans also exist, and then just like becomes a tree there. Other than that, I think it's probably just gonna stay in the binder. You know? Let's see, what else we got going on in here? Yeah, the only Moonbryon I've pulled was for somebody else, and it was the Japanese one. And that was like a year ago. It's kind of crazy. Been a quick second. Go viral for sure. Yes, I will become the Moonbryon. I will become one with the Moonbryon. The Moonbryon will become me. And like, that's a really difficult thing to flex, you know, brag about. Because most people will not understand unless I go into very specific detail. And if I do go into very specific detail, they're probably still not going to understand, because how does one understand somebody eating half of a $400-$500 car? There's no logic. You just can't put logic to that. It's just so absurd. It's just ununderstandable. One Sylveon V Max, one Glaceon Sylveon V, Glaceon V, Espeon V, 2 Rayquaza V alts, yo, same. And then 1 Umbreon V alt. Nice. And the Rayquaza V Max, that's pretty solid. I'm trying to think what Evolving Skies, or just like EV alts I have. I know I have the Espeon V, Sylveon V, Glaceon V, and Leafeon V. I've got the Glaceon VMAX for sure, and the Leafeon VMAX for sure, and the Espeon VMAX. I just straight up do not know if I have the Sylveon, and I know I don't have the Umbreon VMAX, but I do have like 2 of the Umbreon Vs. And I have like 2 of the Rayquaza Vs, but the only Rayquaza VMAX I've ever had was one that I bought to use for a mystery pack that John bought, so now John has the Rayquaza VMAX alt art. But yeah, I think I just can't remember if I have the Sylveon. Like, I just simply do not know. And I didn't pull most of the VMAX alts that I have. I bought the Leafeon from work. I bought the Espeon from my friend. I don't actually know where I got the Glaceon from. Like, I legitimately am not sure where it came from. I did not know I had it until like a month ago. I was going through one of my boxes and I was just like, wait, I have a Glaceon VMAX alt art since when? It was you know, a great thing to find. I mean, that constantly happens with me in my collection. I just simply do not know what all cards I have. So when I go through my boxes of stuff, I'm just constantly surprised. I'm like, oh, I didn't know I had one of these. Like, there was a time, you know, let me pull up a picture. Let me pull up a picture for reference, or we'll just pull up on TCG Player. so you guys can see see this card. So, Team Plasma Lugia EX Full Art. Very expensive card. It's one of the, like, you know, big, I mean, all of the Team Plasma stuff is pretty valuable, especially the rare versions of the cards, like this one. And a while back, I got one. I found one somewhere, and I was like, I just can't pass on this. I need this card. So I bought it, and I got home, and I was like, you know, just enjoying it. And you know, that was it for a couple weeks. And then, like, a few weeks after I bought it, or maybe it was like a week. It wasn't that long, but it was a little bit after I bought it. I was going through one of my boxes. And what did I find? I found a Lugia EX Full Art from Team Plasma. And I was like, wait a second. I have the one I bought a week ago on my desk. What is this? So I just have two of these now because I bought one because I thought I didn't have one. I didn't know I had one. There was not even a fraction of a part of me that was like, I could already have this card. I legitimately was sure that I did not own one of these. So I bought one, and now I just have two. That was good memories. When I realized that, I was just like, you know, that was a solid, I think it was going for, like, probably pretty close to here around the time I bought it. Or I guess it was kind of down. It was probably like a year ago this happened, so I may paid like $100 for it. And I was just like, well, now I have two of these. This $100 I could have spent on something else, but at the end of the day, can I really complain about having not one but two of these Lugias? It's such a gorgeous card. This picture does not do it justice. Should I grab some of my boxes and see if I can find it? Just find the two of them to show you guys. Y'all want to see some of my chaotic boxes? They were just so full of just random stuff. Yes! I am so excited about the Lugia for the new set. I'm so excited about that. It's gonna be so spicy. It's gonna be so spicy. Amazing stuff. Like, I'm very excited. Hey, how's it going, Dark Lloyd? Thank you very much for the super chat. Hope you're doing well this evening. I should be shipping your stuff out after stream, so I will get you tracking on that soon. And your spicy pile will be on the way. The Lugia alt art, I am like dying for that. I need the Lugia alt art. That is something that my soul, my heart needs. Like, there's just gonna be no way that if I don't pull the card, I just have to buy it. Like, I cannot continue to exist peacefully without the Lugia alt art. Whoops, I forgot to pull this down. There we go. But yeah, so, I definitely need the Lugia alt art. Alright. You know what? I'm gonna grab my box. I'm gonna see if I can find my Lugia to show you guys. I just gotta go grab the boxes. So I'll be back in like 32.5 seconds. Alright, I'm back with my boxes of cards and top loaders. Let me just balance these on the edge of my desk real quick. Gotta move the random pile of other things and top loaders to the side. just slide some stuff out of the way. So we've got large box number 1, large box number 2, medium box number 1, medium box number 2, medium box number 3, medium box number 4, and medium box number 5. Those are all the boxes of top-loaded Pokemon cards that I am currently aware of within my possession. There could be more, I just don't know. I just do not know. That's a shipping container. Oh no, it was longer than 32.5 seconds. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm sorry that I lied to you. I'm sorry. I'll make it up to you, though. I'll make it up to you by showing you these spicy cards. And then you guys will hopefully forgive me. So yeah, let's start with one of these medium-sized boxes. And we'll see what this one has in it. Some of them are partially sorted, but like not fully sorted anymore because I accidentally mixed them up. And also just my method of sorting was really random. So it looks like we're starting with some full art trainers. We got Beauty. We have the Detective Yoshida. Japanese exclusive. You can only get it from the Japanese Detective Pokemon set. That is why I'm absolutely in love with the Japanese Detective Pikachu set. So yeah, we got that. Amazing card. I want to get more Detective Pikachu, like Japanese Detective Pikachu. Do you guys want more Detective Pikachu? Kind of want to. But yeah, then we got Cheryl. Got a copycat, another Cheryl. N is one of my absolute favorite trainers. Also, I just realized Cheryl is another trainer with green hair, but I don't like her as much as I like N and... Oh, what was the... Lysia. Lysia's the other green hair trainer I really like, but Cheryl's kind of cool too. I like her style. And her hair. It's pretty. Green hair. We have Maxie's Hidden Ball Trick, Professor Sycamore. We have Giovanni's Scheme. Old Pokemon Center lady. We got some random cards facing the other way. We've got Giratina level X here. There's a Latios EX. Little... Oh, you see, it's E-Series. Very spicy one. We got a Delta Species Espeon. I love the way the foiling is done on this. It's such a gorgeous card. We've got this cool Dragonite. Got like the Cosmo Hollows. Dark Tyranitar. Sadly, not first ed, but... Oh, this is another card that I found out that I have multiple of that I thought I didn't, and I'm just like, I don't even know where they all came from. But this is the first one. I'm going to set that aside so we can gather all the Dialga EX full arts from Team Plasma all together, you know? It looks like we got some secret rare trainers. We got Piers, Mustard, Gordy, Team Yell Grunt, regular trainers. We got Pokemaniac, Pokekid, Nita, Grimsley, such a cool card. Continue with Team Skullgrunt, Sonia, Milo, Rose, Elima, Ultra Recon Squad. Got Skyla, this randomly unnecessarily top-loaded Zard. Here's my Giratina V full art. Shout out to Joe for that. Here's the most absurdly miscut card that I am currently aware of's existence. It's great. I love it so much. Then we got Gloria. Acerolla's Premonition. I love Acerolla. She's another one of my favorite trainers. She doesn't have green hair, though. She has purple hair, but I love Acerolla. Then we got the Bolthound, Pikachu, Sylveon, Umbreon, Oleana, Flannery, Cybold, and Piers. And then... Miss Julie. Better get Brocco's go back. Nice. Alright, then we got this spicy Marnie. Zinnia's Resolve, Dancer, Brawly, Karina's Focus, Bee, Leon, Clara, Kabu. Sadly, I don't think I have the regular Clara, which is so much cooler looking than this one. Sad times. We got two Gladions here. Karina's Focus, the old Zinnia. I really like Zinnia too. I mean, she's all about dragons, and I love dragons, so Zinnia's a very cool trainer. We got the TV Reporter. Got Professor's Research, Gym Trainer, Hiker, and Jesse and James. Yes, this Sylveon Trainer card is such a good card. Then we got Pokemon Breeders Nurturing. There's a Morty, Rayhan, another Professor's Research, Carlos. I love the tag team trainers. I love anything tag team. All of the Pokemon and the trainers. And I also really, really love Cynthia. So Cynthia and Caitlyn is an amazing card. Here's another Cynthia. Absolutely gorgeous card. We got Gardenia. Gardenia is kind of fun too. I like her vibes. And then Lysia. I love Lysia. And another Cynthia. Why is Cynthia so cool? You know what I should do? Maybe I kind of want to do like a Cynthia cosplay at some point. That'd be so cool. Then random divider. Got Flannery B, bunch of Brawlies, Bill's maintenance, boss's orders. We've got Shauna. I remember how excited I was when I got this card, and a Pokemon fan club. Man, this makes me want to get back into buying excessive amounts of Pokemon, like, full art trainers. We've got a ton of work right now. Like, I could just randomly one day decide to spend, like, $400 on some of the trainers that we have at work, and that would be amazing, but I don't have that much money to spend on trainers right now. Then we got Ingo and Emmett, which is a trainer that recently jumped up in price. I don't know why, but it's a cool card. I've always loved it. Found out I have 2 recently. Another one of those cases, and I don't know. I think it's such a cool one. We got Zerasic, Broxcrit, Nessa, Giovanni's Exile. We've got Mullane, Leon, Hop, Piers, Mustard, Sophocles, Mallow Atlanta. I love this one so much. This is one that I purposely bought 2 of. I was like, I need more Mallow Atlanta cards. Then we got Wick, Melanie, and Cybold. And oh my goodness. Delinquent. I also love Delinquent. Such a cute card. I love how happy Medellin is. It is actually a banned card in, I think, most formats, if not all, but I love it. Then we got the Winona, Missy's Termination, Pokemon Ranger, Oleana, Olivia, Steven's Resolve. Stevens is pretty cool too. Underground Expedition, Piers. We got Rose, Hop. I love this card so much with a little Raichu. We have Hop, Guzma, Rose, Piers. This is another one. This is my favorite Piers card because, like, his little Noon is so happy and he's just little smile. It's so awesome. And we got Gladion, Leon, Pokekid, Phoebe, Guzma, Marnie, Fisherman, Gardenia, another Olivia because you can't have too many Olivias. Karen's Conviction. Karen is also a cool trainer. Unfortunate name, but a cool trainer. Then we've got Team Yellgrunt, Rose, Giovanni's Exile, Birdkeeper, Avery, Aether Foundation Employee. I really like the art on this one. We got Bruno, Borelli, and an Aroma Lady. And that is everything for this first box. Showing off, maybe just a little bit. And maybe just a bit. I see what's fun about, like, showing off my collection is it's also always a surprise to me because like I said, I forget what I have. And I just, it's so much fun. Like every couple months I go through my collection, like, on stream, and it's so exciting for me and for everyone else, and it's just good times. So yeah, that is the first box. Just the first one. So let me set that aside. And then I'm gonna check orders real quick before we go through the next one, because I don't want to accidentally, like, ignore somebody's order for, like, an hour, you know? I would feel very bad if I did that. Blazer wants some old darts. While I go through stuff, if I find anything, I'll let you know if there's something I'm willing to sell. Even Sylveon. What was on it with that? Which flash ribbons? No, I'm good. I'm fine with that. I don't see why not. Just, you know, have ribbons that are physically a part of you. Alright, we're starting with an alt art. So I don't think you like this Articuno because its centering is just absolutely horrible. But we'll see if I can find a second one. So we'll set him aside with the Dialga. Here's a Gengar. Love Gengar. Here's a cute little Espeon. Look at that. Oh, I love the, like, shattered glass holofoiling like that. Such a gorgeous card. Then we got some gold trainers. We got a Fire Crystal, Turffield Stadium, Random Foil Nest Ball, Energy Retrieval, Aqua Patch, Level Ball, XP Share, Escape Rope, Level Ball, Missing Clover, Full Face Guard, and a Telescopic Sight. Then our next little stack here, we got Squirtle. I love this Mew promo. Charizard promo. Magikarp is just the best Pokemon. I will not change my mind on it. He is the best. We got Shaman, Shining Ho-Oh. It's his spicy. Shining Noctowl. Love this one. Cresselia. Nightmare Fuel. Dialga level X. Groudon EX. The Delta species Reverse Holofoil Dragonair. It's so freaking cute. And we got the spicy Secret Rare Birds tag team. Then the Zapdos Roadrunner. I have not been able to get a hold of the Zapdos Roadrunner. I've tried so hard and I just never have gotten one. Got an Echoing Horn, Metal Saucer, Stormy Mountains, Welcoming Lantern, Beast Bringer, Spicy Energy, Triple Acceleration Energy, another Spicy Energy, Twin Energy, Telescopic Sight, another Fire Crystal, guess I have 2 of those, Quick Ball, Rapid Strike Energy, Big Parasol, Urn of Vitality, Scoop Up Net, very popular card right now, Tool Scraper, Metal Saucer, Choice Band, Metal Goggles, oh my Shiny Arceus! One of the first cards I ever bought from the card shop that I work at. We got the Team Up pre-release promo Jirachi. Then onto the next little pile here. Ooh, Gengar Mimikyu. You know what I really need? Like, really need? The alt art of this. I apparently don't have it, and that makes me very sad. We got Mega Gengar EX, Full Art Gengar EX. Sadly, this card's got a lot of lightning, but it's still so spicy. We got some First Ed Jungle Pikachus, Ash's Pikachu, Random E-Series Pikachu, Radiant Collection from Generations Flareon. Then we got the Radiant Collection from Legendary Treasures, Meloetta, Thunder EX, Random Divider to throw to the side. Got a base set Pikachu, Honchkrow alt art. I don't have duplicates, so don't ask. We got Moltres V alt art. I already sold my duplicates, so. And we got my Arceus V-Star Secret Rare. And next up, we got, oh, here's celebration stuff. Most of these things should not be in top loaders, but I love the Cleffa. I got so many of the Cleffa, but it will never be enough. Always need more Cleffas. Then we got a couple more of those. Then more secret rare trainers. We got the Rotom Dex, Lily's Pokédoll, Island Challenge Amulet. I don't know if this is what I actually bought it for. It might just be what's on the random top loader I found. We got Metal Saucer, Heroes Metal. A bunch of these top loaders have price tags. We got Max Potion, Pokemon Communication, Brooklet Hill, Big Parasol. You know what is funny? Is of the gold, like, item trainers from Sun and Moon era, I have absolutely no idea what any of them are worth. Like, one of them could be like a $80 card and I wouldn't even know it. Or they could be like a bunch of like $2 cards and I also wouldn't know it. Then we got the regular Lugia EX from Team Plasma, Deoxys EX from Team Plasma, Articuno EX from Team Plasma, Dialga EX from Team Plasma. Then we got my Metal Pikachu, Birthday Pikachu, more Celebrations cards. Oh, second Metal Pikachu. Another Birthday Pikachu, and more Celebrations cards. First one, only bird alt. You're welcome. I may not have one for myself, but at least I can share with people the spice that I myself cannot obtain. Then we got our Dragonite, Umbreon VMAX. I love this card so much. We got Radiant Greninja, Charmeleon, super spicy flying Pikachu. Got another. Here's my pile of Ash's Pikachus. This is a vintage promo surfing Pikachu. Another couple Celebrations cards. Another super spicy. This is a Radiant Collection Pikachu. Flapple, the GameStop promo. If anybody ever gives me the Rebel Clash pre-release promo Flapple, I will love them forever. I need that card so bad, and I want the staff stamped one most, but I just need one so bad. Flapple's my favorite Pokemon. He's just amazing. We do have the Rebel Clash staff stamped Luxray though, which is not too bad. Got Squirtle, Bulbasaur. Yes, tag teams. I love tag teams so much. Got the Espeon Deoxys, Solgaleo Lunala, Spicy Birds, and then we got some more random vintage Pikachus. I think we're almost finished with this box. Next up, we got the Dragon Talon, Another vintage Pikachu. This is part of my Pikachu collection. Got the Pikachu Zekrom tag team. Here's the original birthday Pikachu. Tell me that's not an absolutely gorgeous card. He's so very expensive, but I love it. And then there's the reprint. Then we got some surfing Pikachus. We got this cool McDonald's Pikachu, another Ashes Pikachu. Then we have Gengar Prime. He's pretty spicy. Blaziken EX, Zapdos EX, Jolteon, and the Vaporeon from Generations. I love Generations. Should I get more Generations for stream? I think I should. You can't ever have too much Generations. It's such a good set. Like, man, I love Generations. If only I'd been into Pokemon at that time that it came out. But alas, I mean, at least I'll have a ton of celebrations. Like, I have a decent bit in my sealed collection, so I'll just be able to enjoy that forever. Though, I mean, technically I already have the complete set. I still never actually pulled myself a Gold Mew. I had to buy that one. My son would legit be crying. Yes, the OG birthday Pikachu. I remember that. Like, I bought it from the place that I work now before I worked there. And every time I would come in, I would always see it in the case. And I would be so tempted to get it. They're like, it's a pretty expensive card. Oh, what did I knock onto the floor? I don't know. But, let me... it's such a confusing card to find on TCG Player. We'll go... We want a Wizards of the Coast promo. I guess it's only 9 Wizards of the Coast promo Pikachus. Birthday Pikachu. There he is. I found him. There he is. he's a little bit spicy pricey. It looks like a damaged one sold for 50. I don't know what condition mine's in. I'm guessing maybe like either light play or near mint. So, you know, he's pretty up there. And he looks like he's gone down a little bit lately. Oh, a lot of it. Reprints be like. But yeah, so I probably got him. I feel like it was closer to like 125. But it was a long time ago, so I don't really know for sure. But I remember seeing it in the case, and shout out to the absolute just like troopers that my coworkers were before I worked there. And I would walk in, and we've got these. At the time, there was only one Pokemon display case, and it had like 3 big shelves, and there was at least one occasion that I just walked into the store, I looked at the case, and I said, I want one of everything. And one of the cards in the case at the time was the Pikachu, and they're like, you know, this is like a really expensive card. I'm like, everything except for that one, but I did come back for it, so... Happy ending to that story. And I did at least buy everything after they pulled one of each thing out and priced it out. So it was okay. But yeah, I was one of those customers that probably when I walked in, people like simultaneously were like excited and disappointed, you know? They were just like, oh no, we're gonna have a lot of work to do. But also like, oh, she's gonna spend a lot of money, you know? You work at a card store's hags. Oh man, I love it. I love working there. It's how I made all my commander friends that I play with. They were actually the ones that convinced me to play because they'd, you know, come every week and see me working and being like, so when are you gonna build a deck? Until I did build a deck. And then I built another deck. And then I built a lot of decks, and now I have a whole bunch of decks, and now I play Magic all the time. Good times. Alright, let me put my second box away now. And we can move on to the third one. Also, I probably do need to wrap up soon because I do actually have work tomorrow and it's like 1:30 in the morning, but I can stream for a little bit longer, but we'll just quickly go through my collection, and then if I don't have any orders, I'll probably call it a night. So now it looks like we're on to shinies. We got Sizer, Drampa, Lycanroc, Grimmsnarl, another Sizer, because why not have 2? Stakataka, Ninetales, Toxtricity, multiple Toxtricities, lots of Toxtricities. Articuno, Eternatus, another Stakataka. We got Crobat. How much is Seance Showdown? It is $6 a pack for the Seance Showdown. Yeah. And that's the only Dragon Ball Z that I have available at the moment. I could sell a full booster box of it though. I don't actually know. Let me First off, I'm gonna find out how many packs they have in them. 24. 24 times 6 is 144. But if you wanted to buy a whole box, I would do it for 125. Yes. And I have 2 whole boxes. So lots of Sand Showdown. Technically, I think there's a third one somewhere, but I'm keeping it. Why? Just because I can. Because, you know, sometimes that's a good enough reason to me. Anyways, we got Electrode, Lycanroc, Spicy Rayquaza, Lapras, Centiskorch. We got Wheezing, Guzzlord, Banette, Eldegoss, Eternatus, another Banette, Dragapult, Kyogre, Veltzel. These don't really need to be in top loaders anymore because they like tanked in value, but I still love Amazing Race. They're so pretty. Hey, it was great having you, Pokeboys. I hope you get some good sleep. We got more Amazing Rares. We got a secret rare pile. We got Toxtricity, Aegislash, Darmanitan, Lapras, Gardevoir, Zacian, and Zamazenta, Espeon. My throat is like a little bit worn out, but we're gonna keep going. We got Cresselia, Frostlass. The Reshiram! I need to get the Zekrom too. I don't have it. I just have the Reshiram. But the Reshiram's my favorite one, so I'm very happy to have it. Oh, it's so pretty. We got Rillaboom, Gyarados, Zacian. So much spice. Then we got Butterfree. Oh, the Alakazam. I love this card so much. This is like the OG Altart, except that's just how they did secret rares. And honestly, this is so much cooler than the secret rares they make nowadays. We got Orbeetle, Togekiss, Necrozma. We got Garbodor, Dialga, Umbreon, Frostmoth, Houndoom, Pikachu V, another Frostlass, the Japanese Mewtwo, Sagaleo, Mewtwo. I got this from my little brother. I traded him a lot of spicy stuff for it because around close to when I first got into Pokemon, my little brother had gone through a short Pokemon phase like years ago as a small kid. Like his friend gave him a bunch of cards and so he collected it for a little bit, but then he got rid of everything. And then when I got into it, he decided to buy like a single collection box, like one of those ones that has like 4 packs, or maybe it was 6 packs, but it was just one box that he bought. And he pulled this in it, and I was so jealous. But then he traded it to me like a year later, so it was fine. We got Alchemy, another Spicy Birds, Greninja, Zoroark, Gumshoes. Whole box of Sand Showdown ETB of Lost Origins. Heck yes. Let's finish this box, and then it looks like it's time to open some spicy stuff. Alright, we got Giratina Guard, Chomp, Dialga. I love Dialga, and it's so pretty. I remember when I got this. I remember finding like the listing on like the local marketplace that somebody was trying to sell something with this, and I was just like, I have to get it. No option. It's just have to. I love it so much. They got Morpeko, Leafeon, Sigilyph, Oranguru, Tyranitar, Sableye, Sylveon, Golem, Slowking, Inteleon, Volcanion, so spicy. We got Dragapult, Obstagoon, Verizon Wireless, Lucario, and Melmetal. Then we got Eevee VMAX. Not Eevee, it's Sylveon VMAX. I don't know why this is in the top loader. It's probably from when this used to be like a $20 card. We have Snorlax, Calyrex, Pikachu, Rayquaza, Salamence, Vaporeon, Pikachu, Blastoise, Calyrex. We got Umbreon. Then we got some more spicy shinies. We got Glaceon and Leafeon and the Eevee, Tapu Lele, Rillaboom, Smogon. And then for the last little bit of this box, we got some baby shinies, maybe? Only one baby shiny. It's Cramorant, Tapu Bulu, Espeon, Eternatus, Greninja, Darkrai, Zigzagoon, Zoru, Mega Deontay. Who's my megas? We got Mega Blastoise, Mega Kangaskhan, Mega Lucario, Mega Venusaur again? Is that this? Wait, no? No, that's the first one. The other one was Blastoise. Don't mind me. We got Mega Aerodactyl, but then there is a second Mega Blastoise. But is it the same one? Evolutions and evolutions. It is in fact the same one. We got Mega Absol, Mega Blaziken, Mega Swampert, Mega Ampharos, Mega Lucario, Mega Gardevoir, and Mega Garchomp. That is box number 3. So let me go ahead and get these back in here, and then I will check orders. Yes, isn't the Mewtwo so nice? I love my spicy cards. I'm very, very proud of my collection. Like it makes me so excited to like go through it and realize that I have so many spicy cards that like You know, sometimes I just don't think about these cards, and like, they just slips my mind that they exist, and then I look at my collection and I'm reminded of their existence, and I'm like, wow, this is great. This is good stuff. Alright, let me toss this over there. Very politely toss, not violently toss, just to specify, because that box probably has, I have no idea how much value I'd say is in that box. Like, just the most recent box. There were a lot of like $30-ish cards in there. Probably a couple in like the 50+ range. At least 2 or 3. Maybe like 5. I don't know. I'd say it's safe to say that box is probably worth like between $500 and $1,000. Not that that's what matters. I just like the spicy stuff in it. Cause see, if it was really about the money, I would sell it and then buy a car that uses less gas. But as I explained last night, I will not be getting a new car because I don't want one, because I like my car too much, even though the gas mileage is absolutely awful. But for those comfy seats, man, and somebody like with very poor posture whose back hurts a lot, having those seats is just, it's so wonderful. You guys just do not understand how good the seats in my car are. I love them. I'll send you guys. I'll take a picture to show you guys at some point, so that you guys can see the seats and how just they're so comfy. They're just amazing. Oh, all right, let's do it. We got Cyan Showdown and an ETV of Lost Origin. So let's do it. I guess we'll still have 20+ packs, and I've got a few ETBs left, so I don't have to update the board. No, let's go with this one. Alright, there's the ETB. There's a pile of magic cards on top of the booster box, so I just gotta move the cards real quick instead of accidentally knocking them over onto the floor. I did it! I did it without knocking anything onto the floor, and I'm very proud of myself for it. Move that back so you can see the box and not just the reflection. So yeah, let's start with the booster box. I will set this on the side. Let's go ahead and rip this open. I'm gonna get you the random promo card from the set that they put on top as a box topper, which I think is super random but also fun. But yeah, let us give you all of the spice, Lloyd. All of it, because we like the spice. Gotta get one of those really nice the secret rares, the crazy spicy ones. All right, so it looks like our random bonus card on top is a Sister's Determination, and it's an SR, which I think is special rare or super rare. One of those. I get the rarities from Dragon Ball Z mixed up a lot. I can't keep track of them because they're slightly different, and unlike other games, they don't have symbols. They're just little letter abbreviations, and like a couple of them are way too close to each other, so it's like impossible to like easily assume which is which. All right. Let's go ahead and very nice texture card right off the bat. We also got Coco. Look, can you guys see the texture? I'm such a nerd for textured cards. You know, I should check what like the big spice besides the secret rares are in this set, so I know what to be extra excited about. Let's very quickly check, because we haven't opened this in a couple months, so I don't remember it from last time. So let me quickly check. Okay. We found it. I found Sam Showdown on TCG Player. There we go. Okay, let's take a quick look. So of course we got the really, really spicy secret rares. Let me look at what the abbreviation on secret rares is. SCR. So it's a C. Cool. SCR. We'll unzoom in like crazy. Alright, so we've got the 4 secret rares to watch for. Then some super rares. We have Kale, Sun Goku, Vidal. I used to have one of these. Forbidden Power, Battlefield Manipulator, Turtles All Too Easy, Broly, Kefla. Okay, so mainly the rampaging demon Kefla, but Keflas in general must just be good. Alright, now that I kind of have an idea of what we are looking for, we can continue. I now have an idea of what we're doing. What we want to find the most. Of course it's the secret rares. I think I'm trying to think. What one do I like the most? Maybe the Wicked Seance. I kind of like how it's got like a little bit more of a stained glass feel to it, you know? Got Scout and SS Broly Annihilation Personified. Imagine being Annihilation Personified. Just Annihilation in human form. Fun stuff. Man, personification. That reminds me of high school English. High school English was a terrible class. Just saying. I did not enjoy high school English. I mean, I like English in general. Like, I love reading, love writing, and have a great respect for literature. But, oh, nice! We got the Vidal. That is a very, very solid pull there. That's the 3rd best non-secret rare, so we will give that one a nice sleeve. Get that safely in there. And the texture! Fantastic. Trying to like glance at the chat and not miss stuff, but there's like a couple long messages I'm trying to get through. Ooh, Altar Charizard. That is definitely a spicy, very spicy pool. Let's see, we got Raditz and Turtles Dark Power Unleashed. Snip, snip. I was just thinking about something, and then I forgot what I was thinking about, and now I'm like trying to figure out what I was gonna say. So I just suddenly feel very lost. Like I'm not sure what I was thinking about, but oh, I was talking about English class. And I think my problem with English class is we did so many just completely unnecessary things. Oh wow, that looks really cool. I like the look of that. But yeah, English class. We just did so many things that were so unnecessary, and they took up a lot of time. And just, like, it could have been fun. Oh, I just dropped my phone on the floor. It could have been fun. But the problem was that it had too much weight on the grade for things that weren't actually related to learning anything to do with English class. So for that reason, English class was not something I had very many chances to enjoy, but there was actually times in my life that I considered becoming an author, like as a, you know, a long-term profession, and I would still love to do that, but my problem is I can't usually focus on like one storyline or like one just, you know, book in general at a time. I always need to be doing a lot, and I've learned about myself that I prefer verbal storytelling, and hence why I've become a YouTuber rather than an author, because I love just, you know, being able to verbally tell stories and to interact with my audience and to not like have to like wait so long to complete something. It's like I can be like actively making content, and the second I make it, people can enjoy it. Ooh, very pink. I think it's nice though. Very, very pink. Tidy that up a little bit. Our roof is gone. I can't swim indoors no more. That is definitely not ideal. Roofs are usually pretty nice. I mean, you know, at least I'm sure that makes stargazing easier. Though I can imagine you would probably prefer having a roof over ideal stargazing situation. So I wish you luck in finding somewhere or getting a new roof. It's nice having a roof. I like having a roof most of the time. I mean, I don't really know if there are times that I specifically, like, not enjoy having a roof. It's a very oddly, like, specific thing to... You know, I actually once made a video about, like, the ceiling. Like, way back at the very start of my channel. If you, like, scroll all the way to the earliest videos. Vegeta Omnipotent Elite. Very fancy and very textury. Let's see, just gotta grab, like, a little handful of sleeves. But yeah, way back at the beginning of my channel, one of the videos is about the ceiling and my thoughts on it, always looking down on everything else. I feel like it's a very, very valuable perspective presented in that video. Highly recommend. Or you can go back to the very first video that I have posted. Son Goku Steadfast Assistance. Pretty nice. I love, like, the gold details that are, like, slightly different textured than the rest of the card. I like how they do that. But yeah, my first video on YouTube. Why are pineapples considered a fruit? Like, why? Who decided that? And did they even ask any pineapples about it? Like, did the pineapples get any say in becoming classified as a fruit? As far as I'm aware, no, they have not. And so that is why one of my many goals in life is to one day hold an event that I would like to call the Pineapple Panel, where I will gather a group of pineapples together to represent the pineapples of the world, and, you know, have a panel with them actually asking, hey, look, they both had the 2 packs in a row had this guy. One was just foil and the other wasn't. But yeah, my pineapple panel plan to ask the pineapples whether or not they want to be identified as a fruit and why, to give them a chance to have some say in their classification. To have an air fryer toaster oven? I don't think so. But I know my mom has a lot of fancy cooking things, but I usually am not home when my mom cooks dinner, and usually I just eat my own weird random food for dinner, like bread or like frozen fruit. I really like eating frozen fruit for dinner. I used to eat this, like, berry mix that had, like, strawberries. Oh, fancy. That had, like, strawberries, blueberries, raspberries, and blackberries. But the only problem with that is that I cannot stand blueberries. I love most berries, but blueberries, I just think they're really gross, and the texture just doesn't do it for me. And so after I finished all of my my frozen fruit from last time, I decided instead of just getting the same thing, I bought 3 separate bags of fruit. One of strawberries, one of blackberries, and one of raspberries. So I can still have a berry mix of frozen fruit, but no blueberries to ruin it. Finn the all-absorbing. Doesn't he look like he's having a fantastic day? So thrilled. Alright, you guys, last pack magic time. Broly called a nail break on this one, so let's very ceremoniously open up this one and see if we get a nail break. If you know, you know. Starting off with a Rage Ship. I'm already failing at the pronunciation. We got Rage Shenron, Trunks, Great Ape Son Gohan Saiyan Impulse. Sometimes just reading the whole name on these cards I find to be incredibly entertaining. Great Ape Son Gohan Saiyan Impulse. Good stuff. We got Vegeta. There's a Wilderness Monster. I like it. Toa calling the hordes. Son Gohan opposing the demon. King Kai's training. Coco. Great Ape Vegeta embodied might. We got Rage Shenron Negative Energy Explosion for the foil and for our rare spot. Let's see what we get. Absorption of Doom. Not quite a nail break on that one. But we did pull one of the best cards in the set. We got the Videl. And a lot of very, very fun art. That's one thing about, like, these cards are just so colorful, the whole thing. And unlike a lot of games, like, they don't have, like, every, like, some kind of, like, theme color in common. Like, you know, a lot of sets or a lot of games will have borders that are all the same color. But this one, like, it's just so much variety in, like, the colors and the arts. I think it's pretty fun. Very, very colorful stuff. Of course, I don't know a ton about Dragon Ball Z personally, but I think definitely fun stuff on the art and the foils that, like, have the texture. I love textured foils. All right, let's go ahead and get into this Lost Origin box next. Get some good old spice out of here, hopefully. We've had pretty insane luck with ETBs from Lost Origin on this channel, so hopefully we can keep that up. Make sure you ask the pineapple if it likes being put on pizza, cause you know, we can include some more controversial questions like that, like what pineapple's, you know, what its opinion is on being associated with pizza. That's definitely a pretty serious question that wouldn't be bad to ask. Over shipping. Let me think for a second, because I haven't sent you stuff out yet, but you already paid the shipping for that. This would make it a little bit bigger, so if you want to send like $2 extra, I should be able to send tonight's stuff and last night's stuff together, and that should be enough to cover them all. There is a code card. Whoosh. Ooh, that one was, it took a weird path, but it got it to the trash. That is what we like to see. And then the energies. See if I can get them in the trash too. Nice. That's what we like. Energies are right in the trash. And then let's open these sleeves so we can sleeve up all the spice. Was Aerodactyl, please. I can use my superpower for pulling Aerodactyls, and hopefully we will get another Aerodactyl. Because I mean, at this rate, I just have come to terms with the fact that that is a power I have, pulling the Aerodactyl alt art. Because at this point, it's just part of who I am. I'm somebody that pulls Aerodactyl alt arts. Whoosh. Aw, that one was so close to the trash. That would have been so great if it went in. But alas, not quite. Not quite! Alright, next pack. Ooh, we got the Gengar and a Magearna. Definitely cannot go wrong with a Gengar character card. Such a cool card. They had considered, like, not including this in the English set, or like censoring it, but I'm so glad that they did decide to keep the card, because it is so much fun. Ooh, that one got in the trash. I'm doing good with these throws tonight. Code cards being very, very accurate. That's what I like to see. Man, if we can pull alt arts 2 days in a row, that would like make my week. We got Paris and Barbaracle. We're not quite halfway through. We got one spicy thing, but we definitely need some more spice. Definitely gotta give it more spice. Oh, well, there's something spicy in this one. Oh, upside down secret rare dark patch. But what did I tell you guys? We always get secret rares or full arts out of these ETBs, except for like the 2 I opened for myself. But the rest of them. Man, that's pretty spicy. I know it's no Aerodactyl, but there's still time. We could still pull the Aerodactyl. It's not impossible. Code card. We just like hit the scissor arm that my light is on. I thought that now that I moved it onto the scissor arm that I wouldn't hit my light, but I guess that is not the case. And now it's very loud when I hit it. Let's see what we've got for the next pack. Sorry, I just suddenly do not know how the English language works. I was just barely talking about how I like how I like reading and writing, and now here I am speaking all silly like. Anyways, next pack we got Nin Xiao and a Porygon Z. Not a ton of spice. Here's our next one. I hit the pole thing again. Why? Why do I keep doing it? I mean, I guess it's still kind of close to where the other one was that got in the way, but... Oh, what we got? We got a Kyurem V. I love that they included Kyurem in this set. Like, Kyurem is just fantastic. Let's see, we'll get that sleeved up. There's our code card. Whoosh! Right, we got one more pack. One more pack to get some spice out of. Banette. Alright, so overall, it was a solid ETB. Got a secret rare, and the Gengar, and the Kyurem out of there. But alas, no All-Dart this time. But hey, a secret rare is always solid. And the Gengar. Very, very good stuff. I will go ahead and get these set in a stack for you, and then I will get them added to the rest of your stuff to ship out. Where did I put my sticky notes? Time for my daily realizing that I don't know where my sticky notes are. Oh, there they are. They were just under an envelope. Get a marker and write your name on there real quick. Oh, my screen like just flashed. I don't know what that was, but you know, I guess it just does that sometimes for fun. Alrighty. Get all the Pokemon and our Dragon Ball Z stuff, including the Spicy Videl, into your stack. Finally got some stuff shipped out, so they're actually room in my little boxes, and it's great. Alrighty, let's go ahead and refresh orders real quick. Oh, Venmo signed me out. It's like you've been gone too long. I assumed that you weren't coming back. Venmo and its silly assumptions. Alright, I don't see any other orders yet, but I'll give it just a little bit longer in case we've got anything else to open before we wrap up. But... oh, sorry, I just got very distracted. It's like, it's about 2 a.m. now. I'm thinking I gotta be at work at 2 p.m. So in 12 hours from now, I gotta be at work. So I'm gonna get a moderate amount of sleep tonight, depending on when I can fall asleep. But I have so much stuff that I want to do, so I don't know. Well, at the end of the day, James is apparently a real person. We don't know if that's their real name, but they're clearly not a bot because we've had conversations with them. So, I mean, I am going to respect the fact that James is in fact a person and has the right to claim the giveaway prize because he did in fact enter the giveaway. So if he shows up within the time allotted, he did win the prize. He had the same chance that everybody else did. So even if he hasn't been a long-time member of the channel or he hasn't made purchases before, that shouldn't disqualify him from being able to claim his prize. He never caused any serious problems, even if he said some things that were a little bit, you know, not the most on vibe, but I just want everybody to respect his right to winning the giveaway that he entered fairly, so that he's got the time to claim his prize, and we'll see what happens. We'll take care of everything after the 48 hours have passed, but we're only halfway through that, so let's just not jump to conclusions or judge, and we will see what happens tomorrow. I should probably be streaming tomorrow since I am trying to pick up some more product to restock the board. So we will get that figured out on tomorrow's stream. if we do not see him before then. And yeah, we did take a while to actually get to doing the giveaway. Like, yeah, it was a good little bit of time in between, but we will figure out what we're gonna do tomorrow if he doesn't show up by then. But yeah, just kind of want us to all be on the same page of respecting that he was in fact the winner and that there is no reason for him to not deserve the prize. So we will just wait and see how tomorrow goes and go from there if James doesn't show up. Anyways, I'm going to check orders real quick. Just see if we've got anything else to open. Give it a couple more minutes, but I think we should be about ready to call it a night. I'll quickly move some of this bulk to the other side of my desk. Just got a giant random pile of bulk that's on top of a pile of like dividers, so it's just awkwardly balancing there. just like if I had shook my desk a little bit too much, it probably would have fallen over, so that was not good. I just remembered I told my friend I'd check for some cards tonight. I gotta remember to like not forget to do that. Remember not to forget. Hopefully I will remember to actually check for all the cards. I mean, I did find one of the cards that I wanted for him. Actually two so far. So I see this is one of the cards. It sounds like they're making a pretty horrible sounding deck. It's all centered around blowing up people's lands, which essentially you cannot play the game most of the time if you do not have lands. So like, not having enough lands on your battlefield is one of the things that ruins the game like the most for a person. Like, it's got such an impact on that, and so their deck is full of cards that blow up lands, and I'm like, oh, this deck's gonna make people pretty upset. But you know, I'm still gonna help them get cards for it, because that is just what I do. I help people get cards. Even if it's not always the best, you know, or most exciting deck that they're getting the cards for. But yeah, fun times for sure. Gotta find them the cards, and then I'll probably play against the deck at some point and be very sad and question whether or not it was really a good idea to find them some cards. But oh well, I've played some decks and done some things that people didn't appreciate in games, so it's just how it goes, you know? It is what it is. Alrighty, I am going to check orders for one last time, and then I think it is time to call it a night. And by call it a night, I mean end stream so that I can work on 5 other things simultaneously. I probably do shipping first though, so everybody that's waiting on tracking for shipping, I will have that hopefully pretty soon. But yeah, I'm not seeing any more orders, so I do believe we will be wrapping up there for tonight. It's definitely been a fun one. I hope you guys all enjoyed as well, and I should hopefully be seeing you guys all tomorrow.